Welcome to our channel. Before we get started, please consider liking and subscribing so we can bring more stories like this to you.
Jennifer Lawrence's character, Emily Carter, emerges as a relentless investigative journalist with a sharp mind and an unwavering sense of justice. She thrives on the thrill of unearthing hidden truths, driven by a belief that the powerful should be held accountable for their actions. With her keen analytical skills, she navigates the murky waters of corporate malfeasance, meticulously piecing together evidence of unethical practices that threaten innocent lives. Emily's tenacity is matched only by her courage. She has faced intimidating executives and hostile environments without flinching. As she delves deeper into her latest story, she begins to realize just how dangerous her pursuit of the truth has become. Unbeknownst to her, this investigation would soon place her in the crosshairs of powerful financiers who will stop at nothing to maintain their grip on secrecy and control. The turning point for Emily's investigation comes when she receives an anonymous whistleblower tip outlining a shocking scandal involving Brexton Industries, a multinational corporation with a pristine public image. The tip details a clandestine operation where executives are manipulating financial reports to hide massive losses while engaging in illegal activities that endanger workers' safety. Intrigued and alarmed, Emily dives headfirst into the provided information, determined to uncover the truth behind these allegations. As she scours through documents and interviews former employees, she begins to connect the dots, revealing a web of corruption that extends far beyond what she initially expected. This explosive revelation not only ignites her passion for justice but also sets off alarm bells among those at Brexton who would do anything to protect their reputation and silence her before she can blow the lid off their nefarious activities. Enter Jason Statham's character, Mark Reynolds, a former intelligence operative turned private security consultant. With years of experience in high-stakes situations, Mark possesses an uncanny ability to assess threats and navigate the shadows of corporate intrigue. His background includes covert operations and tactical training, equipping him with both physical prowess and sharp instincts. Having recently left the intelligence community, he is now focused on using his skills to protect those in need rather than just serving government interests. When Mark learns of Emily's investigation into Brexton Industries, he feels a sense of duty to intervene, recognizing that her pursuit of truth places her in grave danger. Drawn by a shared commitment to justice, he reaches out to offer his expertise, ready to blend his resourcefulness with Emily's journalistic tenacity as they confront the looming threats together. Their first encounter takes place in a dimly lit cafe, where Emily is engrossed in her research when Mark walks in, exuding an aura of confidence. He scans the room before his eyes settle on her, recognizing the relentless determination that drives her. Approaching her table, he introduces himself, and their conversation quickly shifts from pleasantries to the gravity of the situation surrounding Brexton Industries as they discuss the mounting threats she faces. An undeniable chemistry sparks between them, each recognizing the strength and resolve in the other. Emily appreciates Mark's expertise and calm demeanor, while he admires her tenacity and passion for uncovering the truth. This initial meeting lays the groundwork for their partnership, with mutual respect blossoming as they unite to confront the perilous corporate conspiracy looming ahead. As Emily delves deeper into her research, she uncovers alarming layers of deceit within Brexton Industries. A pattern emerges as she discovers falsified financial statements, ignored safety protocols, and a string of cover-ups that put workers at risk. Each piece of evidence not only strengthens her resolve, but also reveals the sinister motives of powerful financiers backing the corporation. With Mark's support, she begins to connect the dots between corporate executives and shadowy financial backers who will stop at nothing to maintain their control. As Emily exposes these connections, the threats against her become more direct and ominous, including intimidation tactics meant to divert her from the truth. The stakes rise significantly as they realize they are now targets in a dangerous game where the powerful seek to protect their interests by silencing anyone who dares to expose them. As Emily inches closer to the truth, the threat against her escalates dramatically. She notices unfamiliar vehicles trailing her through city streets and receives cryptic messages warning her to abandon her investigation. One night, as she reviews documents in her apartment, she narrowly escapes a break-in when she hears a noise at her door, prompting her to flee through the fire escape. Mark becomes increasingly concerned for her safety, using his skills to create protective measures, including surveillance detection and establishing safe meeting spots. Meanwhile, ominous encounters with shadowy figures signal that powerful financiers are not just watching. They're ready to act decisively against anyone who threatens their empire. The tension mounts as both Emily and Mark realize they are entangled in a deadly game where each revelation could come at the cost of their lives. Determined to protect Emily at all costs, Mark begins devising a comprehensive strategy to confront the corporate powers behind Brexton Industries. Utilizing his intelligence background, he infiltrates high-stakes boardrooms, posing as a consultant to gather crucial evidence against the executives. His resourcefulness shines as he navigates through layers of deception, discreetly recording conversations and accessing confidential documents that could expose the corruption within the company. Mark's fearless approach places him directly in the crosshairs of formidable financiers, but his priority remains Emily's safety. He establishes a secure network of contacts, ensuring they stay one step ahead of their enemies while sharing vital information about their findings. This bold endeavor not only strengthens their partnership, but also deepens their bond, as both realize just how much they are willing to risk for each other and the pursuit of justice as Mark delves deeper into the financial underbelly of Brexton Industries. He faces off against the shadowy financiers who pull the strings behind the scenes. Intense confrontations. These powerful figures reveal their motives, a ruthless desire to maintain their influence and protect their illicit practices at any cost. They attempt to manipulate circumstances by discrediting Emily's findings through strategic misinformation, aiming to paint her as an alarmist rather than a serious journalist uncovering truth. During an unexpected meeting in an upscale bar, Mark encounters one of the financiers, where subtle threats are exchanged, underscoring the high stakes involved. The clash not only tests Mark's resolve but also deepens his understanding of the lengths to which these financiers will go to uphold their empire. With each confrontation, both Mark and Emily become keenly aware that the battle is not just for justice but for their very survival. The turning point comes when Emily receives a chilling phone call late one night, a masked voice warning her to abandon her investigation or face dire consequences. Growing increasingly anxious, she decides to meet Mark at a discreet location, but on her way, she is ambushed by goons hired by the financiers. Mark arrives just in time to intervene, but not before Emily is injured and her laptop containing crucial evidence is stolen. This harrowing experience shakes them both, forcing Emily to confront the real dangers of her pursuit for truth and questioning whether she can continue. Meanwhile, Mark reevaluates their strategy. He realizes that they need to outsmart their enemies by laying low and gathering intelligence rather than charging headlong into danger. This pivotal moment solidifies their commitment to each other and the cause, igniting a resolve to fight back smarter and safer. In the wake of their harrowing encounter, Emily and Mark decide to combine their strengths to dismantle the network behind Brexton Industries. Emily's investigative skills complement Mark's tactical acumen, allowing them to strategize effectively as they delve deeper into the conspiracy. They set up a secure communication line, sharing information about contacts and leads while using Mark's intelligence expertise to analyze their findings. As they spend more time together, their collaboration reveals hidden truths about their personal lives. Emily shares her motivations for pursuing justice stemming from a family tragedy linked to corporate negligence, while Mark opens up about his past and the guilt he carries from his former life in intelligence. This newfound understanding not only deepens their bond but also fuels their determination to expose the conspirators and protect others from similar injustices. The climax unfolds in a high-stakes press conference where Emily, armed with irrefutable evidence and Mark's intelligence support, prepares to confront the financiers publicly. Tension hangs in the air as she steps onto the stage, knowing that revealing Brexton Industries' corruption could spark a storm of retaliation. Just before she begins, a member of the financiers attempts to intimidate her with threats whispered from the aisle, but Mark swiftly intervenes, creating a protective barrier around her as Emily presents her findings, showcasing videos and documents that expose criminal activities. She feels the weight of not just her own safety but also the lives affected by the corporation's greed. The crowd gasps, and media buzzes with excitement. This moment becomes a turning point not just for them but for many who have suffered under corporate malfeasance, igniting hope for justice amid escalating danger. In the aftermath of the press conference, Emily and Mark face both praise and backlash. The revelations lead to investigations into Brexton Industries, resulting in numerous arrests and heightened scrutiny on corporate practices. However, the financiers retaliate, orchestrating a smear campaign against Emily, questioning her credibility and motivations. Mark's past in intelligence comes to light, which complicates his public perception but also provides him with a network of allies willing to support their cause. Despite the threats that linger, Emily and Mark find solace in knowing they have ignited a movement for accountability. They commit to continuing their fight for justice, setting up a foundation to assist whistleblowers and victims of corporate misconduct. This resolution strengthens their bond and fuels their resolve, proving that their partnership is not just about personal safety but about advocating for systemic change in an industry fraught with corruption. As Emily and Mark reflect on their journey, they recognize that their quest for truth has transcended personal struggles, highlighting critical themes of integrity, courage, and resilience in the face of corruption. Their actions have not only exposed corporate malfeasance but have also inspired others to speak out against injustice, igniting a broader movement for accountability. They understand that the fight is far from over. Rather, it has evolved into a collective struggle shared by many who have suffered silently. Empowered by their experiences and the support of a growing network of advocates, they commit to continuing their mission. Through educational initiatives and community outreach, they aim to equip others with the tools to confront and challenge systemic wrongdoing, reinforcing the idea that courage can spark change and that every voice matters in the pursuit of justice. As Emily and Mark settle into their new roles as advocates for justice, they begin to explore the potential for future collaborations, their bond forged in adversity. With Emily's investigative acumen and Mark's tactical expertise, they discuss tackling other pressing issues within the corporate world, hinting at new adventures ahead. Whether it's uncovering environmental violations or exposing human rights abuses, they realize their partnership can be a powerful force for change. Their shared commitment not only strengthens their resolve but also opens up avenues for partnerships with other activists and organizations dedicated to fighting corruption. As they look towards the horizon, filled with both challenges and opportunities, it becomes clear that this is just the beginning of a lasting alliance. A journey fueled by passion, courage, and an unwavering belief in the power of truth to reshape society for the better.